Hey guys, welcome to Loose Cannon Fitness Live. I'm hoping you're digging just the opportunity and kind of excited about what you're getting ready to experience here. This is the flagship right here, man. All right. So, what is Loose Cannon Fitness? Well, you're about to see. And the cool thing is, as you get accustomed to these exercises, you can download the audio tracks, import them into your iTunes, and just like that, you are a pointless puddle of perspiration wherever it is that you've got a place to perspire. So for those of you who are on the road, you're in hotel rooms from time to time that don't have a really well-equipped fitness facility, you don't ever have to worry about that ever again. Listen, there's a couple things. First of all, make sure you have a chair, and I got one in the back here. You might want that just for the sake of being able to modify some exercises, and I'll show you how you're going to do that as we go along. Right now, let me go ahead and get on my rag so I don't get all hot and sweaty in my thing. And we're going to start with some jumping jacks. Here we go. Alright, jumping jacks. Here we go. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10. Back rotations. Here we go. Ready to begin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10. Shoulder rotations. Here we go. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. Keep your elbows straight. One more. And bring it in. Up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Turn it up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Bring it in. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Big circles. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. Good. Alternate toe touch. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. Keep your knees locked. 9. 1, 2, 3, 10. Last one. We're going to call these T-pops. Looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 1. Here we go. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10. All right. All right, guys, getting ready to do the magic. Let's go over here now. First exercise is going to be mountain climbers. Now, I mentioned the chair a moment ago. The chair is your friend because if you find yourself getting tired and having a hard time staying with the pace, here's what you need to do. Now, mountain climbers, they look like this. 1, 2, 3, 1. Whether it's push-ups, burpees, mountain climbers, and you'll see how this works. Just use the chair. That decreases the amount of torque that you're putting on your upper body. And what a moment ago was like, no way. Now it's very doable. Are you ready? Mountain climbers. Stay with the pace, and we are gold.
climbers love this exercise. Here we go.
Here we go. 2, 1, 2,
ready, and
1, 2, 3, 1,
1, 2, 3,
2,
1, 2, 3,
3,
1, 2, 3,
4,
1, 2, 3,
5,
1, 2,
6,
1, 2, 3,
7,
1, 2, 3,
8,
1, 2, 3,
9,
1, 2, 3,
10,
1, 2, 3,
1,
2, 3,
12,
1, 2, 3,
13,
1, 2, 3,
4,
1, 2, 3,
5, 6,
3,
7,
1, 2, 3,
8,
1, 2, 3,
9,
1, 2, 3,
20,
1, 2, 3,
1,
3,
2,
1, 2, 3,
3,
1, 2, 3,
4.
1, 2, 3, 25, and ow.
Excellent. On your back. Bicycles. You know this one. Here. 2, 3,
All right, guys,
1.
we're doing bicycle. Do you know this one?
Woo!
Favorite.
1, 2, 1, 2, ready.
1, 2, 3,
1,
1, 2, 3,
2,
1, 2, 3,
3,
1, 2, 3,
4,
1, 2, 3,
5,
1, 2, 3,
6,
1, 2, 3,
7,
1, 2, 3, that's
8.
1,
Come on.
3,
9,
1, 2, 3,
Come on.
1, 2, 3,
11,
1, 2, 3,
12,
1, 2, 3,
13,
1, 2, 3,
4,
1, 2, 3,
5,
1, 2, 3,
Aha.
1, 2, 3,
7,
1, 2, 3,
8,
1, 2, 3,
9,
1, 2, 3,
20,
1, 2, 3,
1,
1, 2, 3,
2,
1, 2, 3,
3,
1, 2, 3,
4.
1, 2, 3, 5.
All right. All right.
Super skater.
Super skater.
With your right foot going back.
Right on back here. Let's go. This real quick.
1, 2,
Oh. So check it out. Your right arm's going forward, your right leg's going back. So 1, 2, 3, 1. And again, Mr. Chair, you can use this to steady yourself if you need to. Bottom line is, the lower you go, the harder it is. You're exercising that quad. Smell that? It's the aroma of great training. Here we go. Stand with the magic pace of results. Super skaters.
super skaters. Start with your right foot going back.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
2,
On 1, 2,
ready, and 1, 2, 3,
1,
1, 2, 3,
2,
1, 2, 3,
3,
1, 2, 3,
4,
1, 2, 3,
5,
1, 2, 3,
6,
1, 2, 3,
7,
1, 2, 3,
8,
1, 2, 3,
9,
1, 2, 3,
10.
Switch your feet.
Switch your sides. Left arm going forward, left leg back.
Ready,
And
1, 2, 3,
1,
1, 2, 3,
2,
1, 2, 3,
3,
1, 2, 3,
4,
1, 2, 3,
5,
1, 2, 3,
6,
1, 2, 3,
7,
1, 2, 3,
8,
1, 2, 3,
9,
1, 2, 3,
10.
You're done.
All right. Now, the way these workouts are structured is you've got 3 exercises per lap. Upper body, core, lower body. And at the end of every cycle, we'll take a little break. I'm going to get some water here in just a minute. By the way, in case you're wondering, yes, this is an official Loose Cannon Fitness t-shirt. Smell that? That is the aroma of swag. So, if you want one of those, let me know. I'm getting some water. Nice to be working out in the garage where you've got access to your fridge. All right. You ready? Next exercise. Oh, God. United States Marine Corps push-ups. Now, if you're not familiar with that, these are push-ups that are done with a clap. So it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 1. Now, just between us girls, I can get about 18 of these puppies as opposed to 25. When you run out of steam, until you get to a point where you can do all these without stopping, what you do is you just do them on your hands and knees like this. Make sure you got good form, And if you have to modify things even further, just bring your hands closer to your knees. But don't stop. Stay with the pace and be motivated. Here we go. Marine Corps push-ups. Oh yeah.
Now to the double dogs, ladies and gentlemen. These are Marine Corps push-ups.
1, 2, 1, 2,
ready, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1.
Hands and knees if you need to.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3,
9,
3,
10.
1, 2, 3, 11, 1, 2, 3, 12, 1, 2, 3, 13, 1, 2, 3, 15, 1, 2, 3, 15, 1, 2, 3, 16, 1, 2, 3, 13, 1, 2, 3, 18, 1, 2, 3,
19,
3,
20,
1, 2, 3, 21,
1,
2, 3, 22,
2,
1, 2, 3, 23,
3,
1, 2, 3, 24,
4,
1, 2, 3, 24.
oh, man, that's good training. I know this. Here, let me walk you through it.
There, and I'm just on a rocking shape.
These are rocking chairs. You're gonna be on your back, and all you do is put your feet up in the air, and then bring your ankles to your butt. Rock back and forth just like you're in a rocking chair. Here we go. Man, I'm ready for a nap.
Here we go, and go 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3,
1,
1, 2, 3,
2,
1, 2, 3,
3,
1, 2, 3,
4,
1, 2, 3,
5,
1, 2, 3,
6,
1, 2, 3,
7,
1, 2, 3, that's
8,
1, 2, 3,
9,
1, 2, 3,
10,
1, 2, 3,
11,
1, 2, 3,
12,
1, 2, 3,
13,
1, 2, 3,
4,
1, 2, 3,
15,
1, 2, 3,
16,
1, 2, 3,
17,
1, 2, 3,
18,
1, 2, 3,
9,
1, 2, 3,
20,
1, 2, 3,
21,
1, 2, 3, 22, 1, 2, 3, 23, 1, 2, 3, 24, 1, 2, 3, 25, and
All right. Now let me show you something. Every one of these workouts is named after a prominent Marine Corps entity or personality. And the other thing that's kind of a common denominator is the third exercise of the second set is almost always burpees. Now, a burpee in this class looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. 2 push-ups. Now, if you need to modify it, use a chair. It looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. Listen, when you modify an exercise, don't hear that as a concession. Instead, hear that as some strategic wisdom. You never want to work out in a way where you feel like you're being defeated with every rep that you miss. Rather, you want to modify things in a way where you're able to stay with the pace, stay motivated, and just be making a mental note of how much you did before you had to modify. And as you do this more and more, you can celebrate the progress you're making, and that dynamic is going to be present in a way that's far more likely than what you do if you start and just quit. So as we get ready to do these things, keep that in mind. If you start running out of steam, just do it on the chair like I showed you. Good training. Here we go. Burpees. Come on, that's a good
2 push-ups, get some air at the end.
Here we go.
Put your 1. We're doing 25. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 2,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 13, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 14, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 15, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 16, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 17, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 18, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 19, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 22, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 23, 2, 1 more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 24, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah! Hey. Get some water. Take a minute. Breathe. Man alive. Let me encourage you with something. In the Marine Corps, anytime that you did physical training as a unit, rarely, if ever, were you given the option of doing as many as you can or go as fast as you can. You did it just like we're doing it right now. You had an NCO in charge, oftentimes on a platform, surrounded by, 200 recruits. And the commands would be given, here's what we're doing, here's how many we're doing, and here's the pace. And guys, that pace, man, I call it the pace of results. You can do 25, 50 push-ups, but when you add that added level of difficulty, that accountability, where you have to match a certain pace going up and down, you wind up having to work a lot more and a lot harder. The result being the kind of results you can measure, you can gauge, you can see it, you can feel it. So that's the method behind this madness. I know we've got 2 more sets and we're going to be done, but I want to show you something. Yeah, you can see it. This ain't easy, guys. I've been doing this for, at least 8 years. And this kicks my butt every time. It's one of the reasons why I'm such a big fan of this. Not because I came up with it, but because the formula, which has its basis in probably, at least 60 years worth of proving. I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome. Dan, I see you. Hoorah. Listen, there's a little bit of a question mark in my mind. This is the first class of Loose Cannon Fitness Live. So let me know about the audio quality. Make sure you can hear the tracks all right. Let me know. We've got 2 more sets. Let's see what's next. Dips. Now, again, you're going to use your chair and you're going to do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 1. But now, I want to show you a different way of doing this that's almost as effective, but this is a great option to have in the back of your mind if you find yourself in a hotel room or just in a place that doesn't have a ledge or a series of steps. Another way you can do it is this. And this is the way we're going to do it here. To the left, in. Out, in, to the right, in. This will wear out your quads as well, probably your core, as well as your triceps. Are you ready? Here we come. Dips.
All right, guys, we're doing some dips.
Come on.
Get ready to make those triceps scream. Are you ready? Here we go.
Aha!
1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. That's
1,
1, 2, 3.
2,
1, 2, 3.
that's 3,
1, 2, 3.
4,
1, 2, 3.
5,
1, 2, 3.
6,
1, 2, 3.
7,
1, 2, 3. That's
8,
1, 2, 3.
9,
1, 2, 3.
woo!
1, 2, 3.
11.
1, 2, 3. 12.
Hey, if you're getting tired, just one leg at a time.
13. 1, 2, 3.
Like that.
13. 1, 2, 3.
14,
1, 2, 3. Second.
15,
1, 2, 3.
16,
1, 2, 3. That's
17,
1, 2, 3.
18,
1, 2, 3. 5.
9,
1, 2, 3.
20,
1, 2, 3. You can do it. 1, 2, 3.
2,
1, 2, 3.
3.
1, 2.
Oh, that's good.
Stop.
Man, what a pleasant surprise that was.
Smell that? That's the aroma of good training right there.
Okay, ins and outs. Now let me put this to a halt.
Ins and out, folks.
I'll get this on an iWatch so I don't have to go back and forth quite as much. All right, look. Hands above your head. 1, 2, 3, 1. That's an ins and out. Now, if you need to modify things a little bit, no biggie. One leg at a time. One leg at a time. And that will help you stay motivated. Stay motivated. I can't emphasize that enough. One of the things about this particular routine that sometimes comes across as either intimidating or even a little bit of a turnoff is that we're not doing things according to your pace. Your pace is not always your friend. Talk to anybody that ever served in the military. Your pace was really never an option. It was always that accountability built into every exercise. That's what made the difference, and that's what allowed you to lose weight and fit into a uniform that never would have fit if you tried to put that puppy on day one of your boot camp experience. All right, so modify it. Stay motivated, but stay with the pace. Here we go. Ins and outs.
Ins and out, folks. On your back.
Come on now.
To your knees. Great abdominal exercise. Here we go.
1, 2,
ready, and 1, 2, 3.
1,
1, 2, 3.
2,
1, 2, 3.
3,
1, 2, 3.
4,
1, 2, 3.
come on.
1, 2, 3.
6,
1, 2, 3.
7,
1, 2, 3. That's
8,
1, 2, 3.
9,
1, 2, 3.
10,
1, 2, 3.
11,
1, 2, 3.
12,
1, 2, 3.
13,
1, 2, 3.
4,
1, 2, 3.
15,
1, 2, 3.
16,
1, 2, 3.
17,
1, 2, 3.
18,
1, 2, 3.
9,
1, 2, 3.
5 more,
2, 3.
1,
1, 2, 3.
2,
1, 2,
3,
1, 2, 3.
4.
1, 2, 3.
5.
Stop.
Yeah, man. What do we got next?
All right, guys.
Flamingos. What you're going to do with this guy, use your chair to steady ya. Grab your leg like this, and we're doing one-legged squats, more or less. The farther you go down, the better. All right? Here we go. 10 on each leg.
And goes. Grab that leg, steady yourself with the other arm. Here we go. And 1, 2,
And
ready. Begin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. That's 2. 1, 2, 3.
3,
1, 2, 3.
4,
3,
5,
1, 2, 3,
6,
1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2,
come on,
3, 8, 1, 2, 3,
9,
1, 2, 3,
10.
All right, swing together.
Switch way, here we go.
1, 2, ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3,
2,
1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
How you doing?
1, 2, 3,
5,
1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2, 3,
8,
1, 2, 3,
9.
1, 2, 3, 10, and stop.
Very good. All right. All right, guys. Well, you've got 3 more exercises to do, and we'll be finished. Get yourself a little water, and take a knee for a minute. Real quick story. At one point when I was in the Marine Corps, I got this idea that I wanted to participate in a martial arts tournament. And the thing is, I did a practice run, and I got my clock absolutely clean because I was being put in a weight category where I was having to fight guys that were taller. So I talked to my master gunny about this, and he agreed to train me. And man, it was a sort of sweat bath, like what we're doing here right now. I mean, it was amazing. And I think it's not just the cardiovascular aspect of it, but when you're squaring off against your opponent and you're having to dodge punches, that in and itself will get your heartbeat up, and you're burning calories just in the context of being terrified. But he also put me on a diet, and I think it's pretty much impossible. No matter how you eat or what you eat, there's always that psychological impetus in the back of your mind that convinces you you're hungry. And from that standpoint, a diet, although you might be eating more than enough to technically keep you satisfied, there's always something driving you to say, hey, I need more, or I need something different. Bottom line is you can't outrun your fork. And I share that story with you just to let you know that in the context of both working out and eating right, the difference was significant. And I went on to win my weight division the next time I competed. And that's not because I'm a phenomenal martial artist. No, it's because I was able to get into a weight category and I had enough endurance to be able to outlast my opponent. So just keep that in mind, because it's pretty much impossible to realize your fitness goals and not stay in perpetual pursuit of them if you fail to combine both diet and exercise. And we can talk more about that later. We got 3 more exercises, folks. And I'm excited about that. Now, this next one is decline push-ups, which means you are putting your feet up on a chair and doing your push-ups on an incline, or a decline rather. And this is a butt kicker. Now, if you have to modify it, and I might wind up doing that just for the sake of demonstration, all you do is just put one foot down. So if you're like this, and let me make sure I'm getting in the camera here. If you start like this, and you wind up getting tired, just put one foot down. And keep doing it that way. And in that regard, again, you stay motivated. You never want to get to a place where while you're working out, you're saying, I'm not, I don't, I can't, I won't. Always keep things in a place where you can say, I can, I will, I am, and I do. And that's how you realize your goal. Are you ready? Decline push-ups. All right.
All right, here we go, boys. We're going to be doing some decline push-ups. This is going to hurt nice and deep. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, next 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5.
5,
1, 2, 3. All the way down. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10. 1, 2, 3. That's 11. 1, 2, 3, 12. 1, 2, 3, 13. 1, 2, 3, 14. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 16. 1, 2, 3, 17. 1, 2, 3, 18. 1, 2, 3, 19. 1, 2, 3, 20. 1, 2, 3, 21. 1, 2, 3, 22. 1, 2, 3, 23. 1, 2, 3, 24. 1, 2, 3, 25, and stop.
Oh, well done. Yeah, man. Good training.
All right, guys, this is an exercise called grams. Take a look at that video. Good stuff. Here we go.
Grams. Named after one of my students. Let me show you what this looks like. On your butt, hands underneath your buttocks. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. You need to modify it one leg at a time. Remember, modification before subtraction. All right? I like that. Modification before subtraction. Here we go. Grams.
All right, guys, this is an exercise called grams. Take a look at that video.
Here we go.
Good stuff. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3.
Breathe out.
1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3. Of course it's 10. 1, 2, 3, 11. 1, 2, 3, 12. 1, 2, 3, 13. 1, 3, 14. 1, 2, 3, 15. Quit your whining. We've got 10 more. That's 6. 1, 3, 17. 1, 2, 3, 18. 1, 2, 3, 19. 1, 3, 5 more. 25 more. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, and you're done. You feel good about yourself too, don't you? Absolutely.
Man, I don't know about y'all.
All right, guys, we're doing squats. In position.
Squats. Last exercise, guys. Everybody say hoorah. Now, squat is going to be this. 1, 2, 3, 1. Ideally, 50. But I will show you how to modify it. Just go halfway down. All right? Pace is pretty brisk. But, you know, that's why we're here. How y'all feeling? That's one delicious round of misery right there, ain't it? Okay. Here we go. Last exercise. Make it count.
All right, guys, this is an exercise called grams. Take a look at that video.
Here we go.
Good stuff. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9.
All the way down.
1, 2, 3. Of course it's
Yeah, baby.
1, 2, 3, 11. 1, 2, 3, 12. 1, 2, 3, 13. 1, 2, 3, 14. 1, 2, 3, 15. Quit your one. We've got 10 more. That's 16. 1, 2, 3, 17. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, man.
1, 2, 3, 19. 1, 2, 3. 5 more. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, and you're done. You feel good about yourself too, don't you? Absolutely.
All right, guys. Get some water. What do you think? That's insane, isn't it? Listen, do me a favor. Pass the word about this thing, man. You know it, and I know it. There's a lot of people out there who they're not aware of it. They're going through the motions. They're not going through the process. And in their defense, it's not their lack of resolve, it's their lack of a standard. You put something like this in place, and what you have now is something that's holding your feet to a standard of excellence in the context of every nuance of your workout. I'm passionate about this. It's made a difference just in my own appearance and my own level of fitness, and I know it's made a difference in the lives of others who I've had a chance to teach. So this platform, I'm really stoked about it because it takes what might otherwise be maybe some confusing tracks without a visual, and now you can see how they're done and the way to do it. Now, let's wrap up with a little stretching. First thing we're going to do is stretch out our quads. All we're going to do is just sit back on them. Now for you all, this may be cake and ice cream, but I have the flexibility of the 2x4, and if I don't stretch, it's amazing how things can get so taut. Just in the context of having sit down for a little bit, you get to go up and it's like, man. So now lean back and stretch those puppies. 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice and tight. Relax. 8, 9, 10. Now, do this one. The yoga, if you're aware of it. Lazy dog, tired seal, whatever it's called, but just support your weight with your elbows locked and push your pelvis down to the ground. Stay like that for a minute. Relaxed, but still a little uncomfortable. Now, push your core right into the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now, let's stretch out our other thigh. Spread your knees to a point where you're a little uncomfortable. Just hold that for a little bit while we maintain a comfortable conversation. Man, look at that sweat drip. Boy, if my wife were here, you'd say, you're gross. Now, walk it out a little bit. Hold it for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Put your leg up on the chair. Keep your toes pointed north. Now, keeping your back straight, move your chest to your toes. Yeah, right here is my threshold. I'm going to hold it for a little bit. Just think about life in general. And now, 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next leg. After this, we're done, folks. Ready? Here we go. 1, Just hold it for a minute. Man, guys, I'll tell you what, my garage is not air conditioned. And moving it down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I know some would consider this to be kind of gross, but you know what that is? That's the sign of some working hard. Guys, thanks for joining me, and I appreciate you being here. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.